Hello everyone and welcome to Rockville Center Library's Take and Make Crafts. This week it's our Valentine's Day theme. So you will get your bag and it will have in it your own little Play-Doh, just a cute little Play-Doh and a little paint. And what I did was I made a little circle with my clay and then I used a finger to make a heart, like V shape each way. And probably with you with your thumb. With me, I had to use a pinky, I had to use a little one. So I did them sideways, each one, so they meet in the middle like a heart shape. And then when it was dry, I had to wait a day for it to dry, then I painted the heart. And then I just, very important, use a pencil or something to make a circle in the top, a hole, so you can string it up and you can hang it and put it wherever you like. And then you give it to your Valentine. I want to wish everybody a happy Valentine's Day from the Rockville Center Library. This is Miss Liz saying see you soon. Hi everyone. Welcome to Take and Make Crafts with Miss Liz from the Rockville Center Public Library. Our theme this week is Valentine's Day, and our first book is Pete the Cat. Valentine's Day is Cool by Kimberly and James Dean. Valentine's Day is cool. I meow you. Aww. It was the day before Valentine's Day, and Pete was riding his skateboard home when he saw his friend Callie. She was holding a big red heart that said love. Have you finished your Valentine's Day cards? Asked Callie. No, Valentine's Day is not cool, said Pete. Oh, Pete, Valentine's Day is my favorite holiday. It's a day to tell people how special they are to you, Callie insisted. Pete skated on, but something in the back of his mind told him that Callie might be right. By the time Pete got home, he had decided that Callie was right about Valentine's Day. So he got out his pencils, paper, crayons, and markers and sat down at the kitchen table. First, Pete started to work on a card for his friend Larry. Pete made several cards with the big red hearts, but he was not happy with his work. Pete wanted to make the perfect cards for every cat in his class. I'll never get all these cards done in time, Pete told his mom. Pete's mom smiled. Just do your best, she said. Just tell Larry why he is cool. There's something cool about every cat. Pete got back to work. He thought hard about what was cool about Larry. To Larry, happy Valentine's Day from Pete. Perfect, Pete said. I guess Larry loves football. After that, it didn't take Pete long to make cards for all the boys. To Josh, to Trey, to John, and to Rob. Then Pete made special cards for all the girls and wrote Love Pete on each one. And of course, he made the biggest heart-shaped card for his mom. Oh, what a good boy. The next day, Pete and Callie waited for the bus together. I decided you were right. Valentine's Day is cool. That's awesome, Callie said. By the way, I'm having a Valentine's Day party at my house after school if you want to come. The bus pulled up then, and Pete and Callie got on. Mr. Ted, the bus driver, smiled and said good morning, but as soon as they were in their seats, Pete put his head in his paws. What's wrong? Callie asked. I forgot to make a card for Mr. Ted, he cried. Then Pete thought, but I can make him an awesome card before we get to school. Pete pulled out a piece of paper and colored pencils from his backpack, and he began to draw. Happy Valentine's Day. Thanks for picking us up every day for school, Pete and Callie said as they handed Mr. Ted his Valentine. Thank you, Mr. Ted told them. You just made my day. Oh, he put a nice school bus on there, too. What about Mrs. Gold, the crossing guard? We need to make her a Valentine, too, Pete practically shouted. Let's do it, Callie said. Let's make Valentines for everyone. Pete and Callie got super busy making cards for everyone. Mrs. Gold, happy Valentine's Day for the police officer. Happy Valentine's Day for the firefighter. And happy Valentine's Day for the librarian. After school, Pete went to Callie's party. He rang the bell and then he froze. Callie opened the door only to find her friend in a panic. What's wrong, Pete? I forgot something very important, Pete admitted. What? Callie asked. I just realized I forgot to make a card for you. That's okay, Pete. Cards are just a way of showing you care. Hanging out with you, that's way better than any card. This is the best Valentine's Day ever, said Pete, as they ate that delicious-looking cake. The end. And happy Valentine's Day to you, love, Pete. And that was Pete the Cat. Valentine's Day is cool. Our next one is Little Bear's Valentine by Elsa Holmelund Minarik. Little Bear's Valentine. On a cold and snowy Valentine's Day, it's best to be inside where it's warm. That's where Little Bear was. He was sitting at the table making valentines for all his friends. The cozy room smells so good because Mother Bear was baking cookies. Yum. Little Bear made valentines for Emily, for Hen, for Owl, and for Duck. Little Bear cut his valentines very carefully, and on each card he drew a little bear. They were all beautiful. But for Mother Bear, he made the most beautiful valentine of all, a pink valentine with flowers. Soon Little Bear was ready to deliver the valentines he'd made for his friends. He decided to surprise Mother Bear with her valentine when he came back home. Where could he hide it? In the cookie jar, of course. Mother Bear said, "Come here, Little Bear, let me bundle you up before you go out." And as he left, she said, "Why don't you look in the mailbox first? There might be a valentine for you there." "A valentine for me?" Little Bear asked. He wasn't sure which was more fun, to give valentines or to get them. "Oh, look, Mother Bear, a valentine for me, a beautiful valentine." Little Bear opened the card, but there was no name in it. Who could have sent it? Mother Bear said, "You have a secret admirer." Oh, that's fun. Little Bear walked along. It was so cold he could see his own breath, but the sun warmed his little face. He was happy because he had a secret admirer. Who could it be? It must be someone who likes to keep secrets, but nice ones. Little Bear thought that being someone's secret admirer is a very nice secret to keep. Little Bear decided to deliver Emily's valentine first. He liked Emily. She liked him. Could she be his secret admirer? "Oh," said Emily, "how sweet of you, Little Bear. Here is yours," and she gave him a valentine. "Thank you, Emily," said Little Bear, "but I thought maybe you were my secret admirer." Little Bear told Emily all about his special valentine. "Oh my goodness," said Emily, "aren't you lucky? I love secrets." "Well," said Little Bear, "I guess I do too. Goodbye, Emily. I'm off to give Hen her valentine." That looks sneaky. Isn't that Little Bear's mom talking to Emily? Oh, he doesn't know. "Hello, Little Bear," said Hen as Little Bear came up the walk. Little Bear thought, "I wonder if Hen is my secret admirer." And look who's lurking in the corner. Now it's his mom and Emily. Interesting. Little Bear smiled at Hen, and Hen said, "Dear Hen, here's your Valentine's Day card." Hen was so pleased. Hen had something for Little Bear, too. It was a Valentine cookie. "I made that for you, Little Bear," said Hen. So Little Bear told Hen about his secret admirer. And look who's peeping at the window. Mama Bear and Emily. They're following him. Little Bear had more valentines to deliver. He had one for Duck and one for Owl. And so he went on his way. And now is Emily, Mama Bear, and Hen following. At the pond, Little Bear gave Duck her valentine. "Oh, goody," said Duck. "I love Valentine." Little Bear held his breath and waited. But Duck wasn't Little Bear's secret admirer. She had made a special valentine for him with her own webbed feet. Oh, that's nice. And I see it right on the tree. She did a duck footprint. It looks like a heart. There was only one card left for Owl. By now, Little Bear was very, very curious about his secret admirer. But Owl couldn't even wait for Little Bear to say hello. He handed Little Bear a card right away and said, "Happy Valentine's Day, Little Bear." Little Bear gave Owl his card. Then he told Owl all about his secret admirer. "How exciting," said Owl. "It's a mystery." And now look who's watching. It's Hen and Duck and Emily and Mama Bear. Ooh, everyone wants to know. "I'm confused," said Little Bear. He thought about the valentines that Emily, hen, duck, and owl had given to him. They were lovely, but who was his secret admirer? It was growing late, and Little Bear was getting hungry. He remembered Mother Bear's cookies, so he started for home. When he walked into the kitchen, all his friends and his own Mother Bear were there. Mother Bear said, "Surprise, Little Bear, I am your secret admirer." Little Bear got his valentine out of the cookie jar and ran to Mother Bear. He jumped into her arms and gave her the valentine. He also gave her a kiss. "That's from your not-so-secret admirer, me," he told her. And she gave him a big kiss back. Oh, that's a nice story. That was Little Bear's Valentine by Minarik. And our last book is Little Mouse's Big Valentine by Thacher, Hurd. One morning, Little Mouse took out a jar of red paint, a big piece of paper, and a pair of scissors. Then he made a valentine. But Little Mouse's valentine was so big. Nobody wanted it. Squirrel said, "Where would I hide it?" Mole said, "It's too bright. It hurts my eyes." Woodchuck said, "I already have a valentine." Oh. Owl said, "It looks silly to me." Oh, that's not nice. So Little Mouse went looking for someone else to give his valentine to. Little Mouse walked until he came to a river. He stood at the edge of the water and called out, "Who would like a great big valentine?" But the fish in the river just swam on. Little Mouse paddled his valentine across the river. On the other side, there was a big hill. Little Mouse started to climb the hill. His valentine was heavy. At last, Little Mouse came to the top of the hill. He sat down to rest. Suddenly, a hawk swooped down out of the sky and grabbed the big valentine. Little Mouse held on tight. Up, up, up went the hawk. Little Mouse looked down. It was a long way down. Just then, the hawk let go of the valentine. Little Mouse tumbled down. Luckily, Little Mouse found he could steer the big valentine. Oh, that's lucky. Little Mouse steered his valentine through some trees and landed on a pile of leaves. Little Mouse heard a voice, "Ouch!" Oh, somebody was under the leaves. "Who are you?" said Little Mouse. "I'm Gloria," said the other little mouse. "What's that?" "It's a valentine," said Little Mouse. "I'm looking for someone to give it to." "I'll help you carry it," said Gloria. "Perhaps together we can find someone to give it to." The two little mice carried the valentine together. Soon Gloria said, "I'm getting a little tired." "So am I," said Little Mouse. "Look," said Gloria, "there's my house." "It looks like a nice house," said Little Mouse. Gloria and Little Mouse leaned the big valentine against Gloria's house. Then they sat down on the lawn and ate a snack. Little Mouse smiled at Gloria. Gloria smiled at Little Mouse. And they held paws. "I have been thinking," said Little Mouse. "Oh," said Gloria. "I have been thinking that I would like to give my big valentine to you," said Little Mouse. "But it is awfully big," said Gloria. Little Mouse sat and thought. He asked Gloria, "Do you have 2 pairs of scissors?" Gloria went into her house and rummaged around. "Yes," she called out, and she brought them outside. Then, out of that one big valentine, Little Mouse and Gloria made valentines for everyone. And the nicest one was for Gloria. That's the end. And I want to wish you a very happy Valentine's Day, and I hope you have fun making your craft. Bye from the Rockville Center Public Library and Miss Liz.